Hi everybody and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. We're on the promenade, we're on the prom near to Central Pier. And I've just been walking along the other side of the road looking for seaside postcards, because this is all about seaside postcards, this one. And well, I can only think that we've all packed in sending postcards. It's that old quaint tradition that dates back to the 1800s. So we're going to go and have a look in some of these shops and see if we can find any. We're going to go and see if we can find any to buy, and we're going to find out a little bit about seaside postcards on the way. And these are just the kind of shops that you love looking in when you come on holiday. Well, I failed with that little bit. The first couple of shops I looked in have not got any seaside postcards, and I doubt these will, because they sell glass. Can you remember watching people blowing glass and making these ornaments in the shops like this one? I used to love standing watching them making them. They were so adept, so good at doing it as well. Donuts. It all smells rather nice. So anyway, I promised you some information about seaside postcards, and did you know that the postal service in Blackpool dates back to 1801? And seaside postcards date back to 1894, when Royal Mail gave permission to publishers to make them and send them through the post. It seems incredible, that, doesn't it? It seems incredible. Game of bingo? Game of bingo, anybody?
Sends in, then line them up, and we'll do it the same again. And then you line across your board, down your board, or your board.
Oh, God, they look lovely. Look at these donuts. This looks like it might be a likely candidate. We'll go in here and have a look in here, shall we? Be surprised if these have not got any. Well, I'm failing miserably here. At this rate, it's going to be limited to what you can find on the box of a front of fudge. On the box of a front of fudge? On the front of a box of fudge. That's what I'm trying to say. So, E.T.W. Dennis of Scarborough was the one that was most well known for selling postcards. Nobody's got any. I've been thwarted. And they printed the first ones, and there's only 2 postmarked examples remaining from 1894. 1894. Goodness, it's a wonder that the cardboard's not dropped to bits. So we can't find any today. I'm hoping that we've not got to the end of the shops yet, so I'm hoping that we'll find some when we get further down here. But Abingdon Street Post Office, which opened in 1905, originally had 24 compartments in the post office for people to come in and sit and write the postcards and the messages and whatnot. The Saucy ones, I used to stand laughing at them. You can imagine it, can't you? You can imagine me standing laughing. The Saucy ones first appeared in the 1930s and then went out of fashion again. And if you look at one of our websites, there's an article about the postcard censor. Oh, I've never noticed that before, that little market there. Never noticed that. Well. And the postcard censor used to ban the ones that they thought were too lewd to go on to sale. These donuts look gorgeous. And I've been really strong. Look, I've got a bottle of water. I forgot to pick some water up, so that's all I ended up with. Rather than, oh look, there's some more here, some more boxes. Some more boxes of shortbread and fudge and whatnot. It looks like that's your lot for postcards. We shall carry on looking. So, I'm not doing very well at all here. All the shops in between the Foxhall and this corner don't have any postcards. Just asked in one of the shops I went in, and the guy said, you can't get them. He said, I could sell hundreds and you cannot get them. So there you go. That's the thing about postcards. Let's carry on with our postcard hunt. It's a shame that. I said to him, perhaps I ought to be making postcards, and he said, yes, but the problem is, love, people would want to pay 3p like they used to do, which is probably true. Probably very true. So John Hind is probably a name that you remember from the past, and he was a photographer of many popular views. He did loads of different postcards. And from today not being able to get one for love nor money, in 1939, one Blackpool shop alone sold 1 million, reportedly. That's the word on the streets. And there were 16 odd million used to sell in a year. Amazing that, isn't it? Amazing that all those postcards have been bought and sent with a little stamp on the back. And today we're all that busy using mobile phones that nobody sends a postcard. Mind you, having said that, you'd have to pay for your postcard and then pay for your stamp. But there's something really nice about sending a postcard and receiving one. I think it's a nice old tradition that we ought to revisit and bring back. So the best known artist that made the Saucy ones was Donald McGill, and there's even a museum to him on the Isle of Wight, and he did 12,000 different postcard designs throughout his career. That's a lot of postcards to draw that. That's a lot of postcards. And after the war, there was a renewed campaign against lax standards. And the government were concerned about the content of them and introduced postcard censors. And Blackpool had its own postcard censorship board. Amazing. And did you know, while we're looking at it, in 1948 a post box was installed at the top of Blackpool Tower. Now when they say the top of Blackpool Tower, I'm not sure whether they mean that bit or right at the very top. But nonetheless, there was a post box installed at the top of the tower. So postcards could be franked, posted at the top of the tower, Britain's highest post box. And you're probably wondering what this is. And this apparently is going to be another new, different Merlin attraction. I haven't heard a sniff yet about what it is, so we'll have to wait and see. So from sort of 16 million odd a year, by the year 2000, only 2 million postcards a year were being sent. So it kind of explains why you can't find any, does it not? Look at this little boy. He's watching. Are you watching? Eh? Are you watching? Eh? Oh, you fed up? Oh, he says I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I don't want to be people tickling me all day long. So we're nearly at the corner of Coral Island, and we've not managed to find any postcards. Now I do know that some shops in Blackpool town centre sell postcards, so I shall continue my search, and surely I'm going to find some somewhere before I go home. Surely. These have not got any either. Well, I wouldn't have believed it if I'd seen it. So I just walked the length of the prom and I came back through the Hounshill, and all at once I had a light bulb moment and I thought Abingdon Street Market. So I've already told you that it's closing tomorrow, Friday the 18th. Friday the 18th of June. So this won't be here by the time you'll come and find, by the time you'll see this video. But look what I found! Postcards! Listen, look, there's a lady here looking for postcards. So I've walked the full length of the prom. Looking for postcards, and there are none.
These ones are good.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to get some postcards, and then we'll finish our we'll finish our vlog on a high. So this is Anthony, and you'll find Anthony in Fleetwood Market.
Yeah, from the 27th of June.
From the 27th of June. And he'll have magnets and cards and all the rest of it. So he'd been on Abingdon Street Market for donkey's years. So we'll have a look and we'll see which ones we're going to get. So I managed it in the end. I thought I'd better buy some, because they're obviously a disappearing thing. So I've got a little selection to put with that box of postcards I've got somewhere when I manage to ever find them. So these are going in my stash. To preserve for posterity. So I hope you've enjoyed that little hunt around Blackpool for Seaside Postcards. Don't forget, if you want Blackpool postcards, you need to go to Fleetwood. You need to go to Fleetwood for them. So we're still in Blackpool town centre. So don't forget, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit that little bell for notifications, and make sure that you signed up for your email newsletter. And until next time, from a very warm and very lovely Blackpool, we will see you later. Bye for now.